Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Welcome. Oh, it's excellent to see you all out here. Welcome on in. Good to have you. Hi. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. So we got awesome Hugo in here. We got Astro Blossoms. We got Connor. We got Franklin. We got Brenna. Sparrow. Umberfy, what's up? Sarah, how we doing? Not Lico. I don't know what your name is then. That's fine. But it's not Lico. We got that. Blue Lobster. Blocky, how we doing? Skipper, Shanae, Ash, Emmy. Hello. Frostbite. Hello. Oh my gosh. Pixeled Waffle, what's going on? Oh my gosh. Wicca Stacy. Hello. Hi everybody, how we doing? Welcome on in. Be sure to leave a cheeky like there on the stream if you have not already. I very much do appreciate it. Helps me out a ton. So thank you everybody for doing there. We're almost at 400 likes already. My headphones are all tangled up. Okay, let's fix that. Alrighty. Woo! Turner, thank you for the 1 year of super fan. My dude, thank you so very much. That is extremely kind of you. All right. Glad to be here. Welcome on in, Shola. Welcome. Caleb. I'm sure there's also a Kayla out here. I could be, both can be right. Also, I got to start off. Steadifier, thank you so much for the gift membership. Turner said on their 1 year, said it's been so long, I never get to catch an actual stream. Been watching every single stream replay though. Don't worry. Hey, glad you still get to enjoy them. That is absolutely awesome. Brenna, thank you so much for the 5 gift memberships. Woo! Hi everybody. Hi Jade. How you doing? Comfort streamer. Honestly, that makes me so happy because I know I have so many comfort streamers that I just lurk in their streams and I just hang. Most aren't Minecraft streamers and I'm just like happy being there. There's a World of Warcraft streamer that I've been watching for like 9 years now. Like I don't even play the game. I haven't played retail WoW in like 2 years, but I'll still just chill in his stream. And he's a WoW PvP player, so, and never done any of that. But I just love it. It's just the chillest vibe. So that's awesome. That's amazing. Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh. Z-Man, thank you so much for becoming a member. We got Steadifier with the 2 months. Thank you. Teacher of Sci, thank you so much for the 2 months. Love being a member. Thank you for your videos and streams. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Chloe, thank you so much for the dono. Holy cow, I'll let that one read itself out. It's gonna be here soon. Oh my gosh. I always tell all my friends and family members to watch your videos and streams. Hey, I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Also, I see we got Iron Knight in here. I'm trying to read out the new people that I'm seeing in. My birthday is also on April. I'm assuming August 9th. That was a fun day, but I didn't get to see the stream, and now I know more. Hey, you know, you're all good. We dug a really big hole and flooded it.
Happy belated.
Oh my gosh.
THX for all the hours of entertainment. Here, take my money.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Holy cow. Hi, everybody. How are we doing? Smallest Ham, thank you so much for the 1 year. It has been a year. Oh my gosh. So glad to be here. Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Justin ODST, thank you so much for coming to support her, my dude. I know you're here all the time, so I really do appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Joshua, thank you so much for becoming a member. Turns out killing over 3 stacks of withers takes a while. Dude, it's one of those things where I'm just like, man, I would love to use beacons to decorate more. And it's not the annoying part of getting the wither skeleton skulls because I have so many. It's not the annoying part of having to fight a wither and being risk dying. It's the fact that every single nether star takes like 20 seconds, maybe 15 seconds just to like kill the wither, because you got to spawn it, wait for it to come in, and then you got to kill it, and blah 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 blah. I'm just like, man, it's so time consuming. It's just like, you know, this is supposed to be like the hardest boss in the game, right? And I'm over here just like, ah, man, it takes so long. Oh my gosh. Jelly Pop, thank you so much for the donut. I do appreciate it. Welcome to your first stream. I know that'll read itself out, so we'll get in there. And ODST, thanks so much for the dono.
Pleased to meet you.
Alrighty. What were you up to on your birthday after stream? We grilled some steaks. Sid made a delicious risotto. And then
smiley face.
So we did that for dinner. It was really yummy. And then
smiley face.
Can we get some smiley faces in chat? If anybody wants to add a smiley face in chat right now, now's your time to add a smiley face in chat. You can add a smiley face if you want to.
Chats may as well become a channel member. Currently doing a custom
Hey,
biome in my
good
own
luck.
world.
Enjoy,
2
enjoy,
RNO.
enjoy. There we go. Thank you for all the smiley faces. Thank you, thank you. Jolly Pup, I want you to know you started this. This is your fault, but thank you. Also, too, thank you so much for the 18 months. Joshua, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate everybody. Thank you for all the support. But yeah, birthday, I basically finished stream, decided I hung out with one of my buddies, played Diablo for a few hours, just catching up with him. So that was really fun. And then jumped off there. We made dinner. We ordered crumble cookies, so we had some delicious cookies. And then we watched an episode of The Bear and went to bed. And it was great because every other day this week is something else. Last night we went to meet up with a different family, with my mom, and did dinner with them. So that was super fun. And then tonight we're going to meet up with my stepmom, a bunch of other family, and all that stuff. So that's also going to be super fun. And we're like, I was like, what? The birthday itself, like, I just want to like chill. Crumble cookies, so dangerously delicious. What is crumble cookie? It's a cookie brand company here in the U.S. you can order from. They're delicious. But it's all good. What's The Bear? It's a show on Hulu. Very, very much language warning and everything like that. Definitely, if you are under 18, check with your parents before you watch it. It is not appropriate, but it's a really good show. It's not they swear a lot. There is a lot of language use in it, but the show is so good. It's really, really good. We watched one of the episodes. For anybody who is watching the show, we watched The Feast, the Christmas episode, and we both finished it, and Sid and I were like, how do I go to bed now? There's episodes are either like really nice and like really just like lovey, and then the other episodes are just like full on like anxiety trip inducing, but still so good. Just like, oh my gosh. What's your preferred doneness on steak? I'm like a medium rare guy. Perfect point. Oh my gosh. All right, Jenny, thank you so much for the dono. You streamed on your birthday, and now you're streaming on mine. Hey, happy birthday. Also, Sierra, thank you so much for the gift membership. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Feast was insane. Oh my, you're right, the entire episode. I know the show's been out for a while, but we're watching it for the first time, and I'm just like, what? This is, what? Oh my God. All right, on that note, let's jump into Minecraft. Minecraft? Yeah, Minecraft, whee! Oh, a sunset over the desert to start our day. The clouds disappearing into the distance. Look how beautiful they are. That's where we can start. We're over here. We're over here today. Somebody left a comment, by the way, trying sea pickles. Quite a few people actually did. So I put some over here as like a mini cactus, kind of like a succulent almost. It's like growing out here with the cactuses. And I was like, well, it could be kind of cool. So I might add a few more in here. Lizosaurus, thank you so much for the 19 months and the very important message of like the stream, everybody. We got 1,000 people in here. We're not even at 600 likes. I believe. You all can click the like button. You can find it. I believe in you. So I built this bridge. It's pretty cool. And then I realized this. I realized that I never came back to get this. So we're gonna start off with removing red sand today. We're gonna get the red sand out of here, and then I want to come back and put regular sand in place of it. And then also I've started a new burb tree, so anytime we find a parrot, we're gonna add them to the trees along the river because I think it'd be really cool. And then if we get some extra time afterwards, I really want to spend some time working on the river itself, because a lot of sections I just kind of ran out of time, and I was like, I want to focus on finishing the biome. Under the river can be done a little bit later, so a lot of it is just that one deep from there, and then pretty much all of the mesa sections that I had to tear out, they're only a block deep right now, just to save time, because I put so many hours into the video. I was like, we're gonna cut some corners here, so it's like we can fix that stuff on streams. Not the red sand. I know it's the red sand. Ah! We hate red sand. No, we like red sand. We just don't like red sand in the mesa. I'm definitely gonna bring some red sand back in. I've been walking through Papyrus a bunch. The kind of my first desert city. And I've been just keeping track of how I was doing details and what kind of blocks I was using, because I wanted to do a similar block palette when we get into here. And I noticed that a lot of red sand was used for trims and things. I do that. Looks nice. And so I was like, I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that for when I actually get in there and start working on the place. So that's where we're gonna get started. That's dead bushes. Okay. Step one, we might need to go repair the shears.
Keep it real.
And I don't have any extra iron on me because all those are for beacons. And we'll see. Sea pickles galore. You got it, Cody. You got it. Thank you so much for the dono. I do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Ol Van, thank you so very much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whip, you have 1.2k viewers. Cool. Awesome. Welcome to the Friday stream, everybody. Lovely to have every single one of you in here. Mission, no more red sand. Well, first we need the dead bush. We cannot leave without the dead bush. If there's no dead bush, how can I decorate on top of this place? I already almost, like, that shulker we just opened, that was all spent on dead bushifying the entire place over there. Also, I don't know what you all think about it, but the cactus patches with the flowers on top, I've been just kind of sitting in the world looking at the project and trying to figure out where I want to take the next one. And ooh, you know what? For the early stream gang, for those of you that are in here, you all can see this. I got you. I got you. You all can see this one. This is the plan. This is the plan for the region. I got it. So we're going to add a farmland region in here. We're going to have another bridge here. This whole village is going to get removed, and those villagers are going to get distributed throughout the two farmland regions. And then we're going to have the city here that's going to kind of be working off of this inlet coming in so that we can have like a protected harbor, which would be cool. I want to build like an actual oasis pond out here with some trees and things just in the middle. And we'll have another road disappearing off up that way. I don't know where it's going to go, but that's kind of the plan. That's the general idea that I got right now. So early stream gang, you all get the updates. Because I appreciate you jumping in here. Mountain city in the Badlands. No, it's gonna be a desert city. Oh, like up there. I thought about doing one of those like Adobe style cities, but then I don't know. I feel like it's hard to add too much detail to them. They're always very bland isn't the right word because they look really cool, but it's a very simplistic style. It's very just like built into the cliffside, cut it out, create your homes, and that's what it is. That is the entire thing. And so I'm kind of like, I mean, it could be kind of fun, but also, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe at some point we'll add something on top of one of the Mesa Hills. I still need to find a place because I want to rebuild part of the papyrus, red sandstone. For those that remember it, the palace that we made, I want to rebuild part of that just sticking out of the sand, like the top layer and like a corner of it, just the exact copy of it, because I think it could be really funny just to have it in here. So I think it'd be good. I think it'd be cool to have just as like the full callback to the old series, as if this is like thousands of years in the future of that thing was just buried in the sands. I thought it could be fun. So I haven't figured out a spot for it yet, but I think it'd be cool. What are you doing with the red sand or all this stuff? We're gonna use it somewhere. Probably turn a lot of it into red sandstone and smelt it for smooth red sandstone. And when you do that, sand disappears quick. As soon as you start turning sand into sandstone, it goes by fast because it's 4 stacks of sand for 1 stack of sandstone. It's for something that's not renewable, those rates are crazy. I mean, you can also mine sandstone, but like getting red sandstone, the only way to naturally find red sandstone, there's a little patch of it up here, but you gotta run around and find like just the little tiny overhangs. There's no way to get red sandstone without just absolutely destroying a mesa. You can ask Joel how that went in Empire's Season 1. All I know is I sent him the red sand count I had, and his was still so much larger than what I've done in this world. I was like, maybe eventually, because we're going to have to tear out so much more of this mesa to keep the expansion of the the regular sands mesa, vanilla sand, whatever it might be. I was like, maybe one day we'll pass Joel's red sand mine. What day are you on? 4642. You can duplicate sand. I don't dupe anything outside of TNT. And I will stop duping TNT as soon as Mojang gives us a way to create flying machines and whatnot that allow you to like move and drop TNT. If we have the ability to like move dispensers and things and then trigger them on a flying machine, I would not use TNT duping. I only use TNT duping because it's so essential to clear large areas. Right there's red sandstone. This is naturally forming red sandstone. These are the only places you can find it. Weird little overhangs. But yeah, I don't like duping anything, and so the only thing I allow myself to dupe is TNT. And it's just because it's so essential for certain farms, and the cost of TNT is very high. I'm taking a little break from New Life right now. I'm hoping we can get a few of the crash issues sorted, and then I will be back on there. But I have not started recording the next one yet. I've mentioned it a few times on stream, but I'm just kind of enjoying working on the hardcore series for a few weeks. I really have never given myself time to just dedicate to a series, like a single series. That is very rare for me to do. So I figured. Also, we're gonna bring this land up so that red sand can stay, because I'm gonna cover it with the road. But I figured it'd be kind of fun for just a little while to allow myself to just focus on one series. I don't think I've ever done that of my own choice. It's always only been because another series has ended. So I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. Put that there. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Hardcore is way funny. Yeah, I really like this series. I have a lot of fun, and I don't get me wrong. I do enjoy New Life. It's good, but it's fine. It's also really nice just to log in and just be like, "Yep, we're just opening up this Minecraft instance, and this is what I'm working on today." I couldn't tell you the last time that I finished a hardcore Minecraft episode and then started planning the next hardcore Minecraft episode before that one even released. Mission remove the red sand is a go. We're back at it. I think this we might just leave terracotta. It's kind of nice to have a little cliff face almost. Bring the sand back in on top. All that good stuff. You like anime? Not a whole lot. I wouldn't say I'm like a big anime fan. There's a few I enjoy, but I don't like the cringiness of anime. I don't do cringy TV. So a lot of I can't do The Office. Hate it. Just too much cringe. Not for me. And so a lot of like the anime cringy stuff, it's just like, I don't know. It's not my favorite. Have you removed the red sand that you forgot about in the video? Oh, that little hill over there on the edge? No, I left it. I was like, nah, it's fine. It'll be a little Easter egg. The only red sand that remains. But this will be a decent amount, and I should have the sand already to refill. I got 2 shulkers that we can fill up of this stuff, so hopefully we don't need more. But after my last time gathering red sand, who knows? I needed a lot more shulkers after that. Yeah, I appreciate like anime that has like a lot of them have really good stories, and they're really like the story itself is good, and then you just get a little bit farther into it, and it's always just there's a few characters that are just I think it's
Pleased to
the
meet
version
you.
of like comedic relief that they're adding in, but they're just like so cringe. I'm just like no, can't do it. Santa's so satisfying. We're getting in there. We're getting there. It's Friday grinding stream day. We have chill Friday vibes. Get into the end of the week, get to the weekend, and we chill. Died in my hardcore world because I didn't realize I went AFK outside my house and a skelly shot me and I oh no. You wouldn't be surprised the amount of times that I like am downstairs doing something and I just am like, did I pause? Did I log out of the hardcore world? And I'll just like sprint upstairs to be like, no. And I've got it once or twice where I'm just like sitting there. Like there was once in the video where I was just like sitting over there. And I got it before nighttime started because I'll just like walk downstairs to go like fill my water or something. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And I'll open my inventory, assuming that paused it or something. I'm like, nope, no. Dumb idea. Oh, a live stream. Welcome on in. Are you enjoying summer? Yeah, I have been. We've had a really mild summer in the Seattle area, which is really nice. Typically, we get a really hot late August, September, so I'm kind of scared for what's to come. But yeah, the last few years about this time, we've just been, it's been so hot. And this year, like, I think it's going to be maybe 70 today, Fahrenheit, which is very, very nice. Just saw the newest hardcore episode. You should name the biome a fertile river valley, call it back to the Mesopotamians and ancient Egyptians. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. I've also seen like Lush River Delta, I think is the route that I'm going right now. Mostly because I know the 12-year-olds of the internet, if I name something fertile, they're gonna have a heyday with it. So I was like, maybe Lush instead. It's also more of a Minecraft-y term when we have Lush caves. And just calling this also Lush, I was like, that's feels more Minecraft-y to me. And I was like, it technically is going to be a river delta when we're done with it because it connects to the ocean right over there. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. And the support on the video yesterday, even though I did clickbait you all, congratulations, you have been yet again clickbaited. Thank you for clicking. So many people are like, that's not the worst biome. I love the mesa. And I was like, yeah, but it makes for a much better title if I say I transformed the worst biome in Minecraft. So congratulations, you have been clickbaited. Thank you. Thank you for clicking. I'm definitely like, the fertile river valley definitely is probably more like, if you talk to like a geologist, I believe that would be the profession that would be talking about it, or historians, they'd be like, yeah, it was a fertile river valley. I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. That is much more accurate. But I'm also like, I'm on the internet. Clicking on the vid is the best part of the vid. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, so what is the worst biome? Mushroom Island, probably. Actually, mesas, I love this now with the regular sand in there. I love it. Mesa is definitely up there on biomes I don't like. Mostly because all of the foliage is brown and I'm red-green colorblind. So when you add red tones on red tones, on more red tones, on other warm tones, add in some extra brown tones in there, it just looks like mush. Like the detail in this biome that probably people who aren't colorblind, it's completely lost on me.
Hey, for real.
Lucky that it's been so cool up there. It's been 100+ degrees where I am. And there's been wildfires.
Oof.
So that's fun.
Oh my
Also,
gosh, stay safe.
happy
I'm so
belated
sorry about
birthday.
that.
Less than 3.
Also, I've
Nice to
missed
meet you.
so many. I've just been going. I've missed so many. Holy cow, where did all these come from? Not Lico, thank you so much for the dono. The connection with your community that you have is so sweet. It's a pleasure to be in your lives. Hey, thank you so very much. Change my name to Not Lico to pull a joke on people. My nickname is I'm assuming nickname. Hey, all right. Minecraft all day long. Thanks so much for becoming a supporter. Mallow with the 1 year at Mega Fan. Thank you so very much for that. How's your day so far? It's been really good. It's been a chill day. Woke up, got a workout in, took their doggies for a walk, and nothing else. That has been it. I made a thumbnail so I could have this live stream. That's been my morning. It's been good. But Mallow, thank you so very much for the full 1 year at Mega Fan. Cool. I really wish YouTube allowed me to create custom member badges on the different tiers, because that'd be so... I'd love to be able to see those in chat. But it's only the one member badge tier. Maybe they'll change. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We could ask. We can hope. Cody, thanks so much for becoming a supporter. What's your favorite Minecraft build in this world? I really like the end tree. I feel like I'm not out there enough, but I really want to work on it some more. Nat Renee, thanks so much for the 18 months at tier 2. Finally able to catch a stream. Happy Friday. Hey, happy Friday right back at you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And Blocky, thanks so much for the 13 months at tier 2. Yeah, and like the stream, everybody. Like the stream. Blocky said so, and Blocky is good. Blocky, I don't know if you saw the stream on Wednesday. I was showing off your boat designs that you sent me for the riverboat, and where I was going to add them into the hardcore city. So thank you again for those. I'm going to get those added in. It's probably as soon as we get back over to work in that section, we're going to be adding some boats. It's going to be good stuff. All right, who else do I got in here? Mallow, thank you so much for the 5 gift memberships on top of that. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate that. And Brenda, thank you so much for the dono. I really, really do appreciate that. And I hope you're surviving over there. Drink a lot of water and stay cool. And Octavia, thank you so much for the 4 months. Foot part right back at you. All right, I appreciate that. Sorry, everybody. I had to get caught up there. I was like, I've been ranting. I've been missing them. I got to turn up the notification sound on my end. I think I got to figure out how to do that. Just make it louder in my ear. Floating red sand. Floating sand. What's your worst build? I don't really know. I feel like I don't know. If I have a build that I don't like, I typically change it or I don't make it. So I don't know. I don't think I have a worst. I probably have a worst build, but nothing comes to mind because maybe an organic I tried making where I was like, yeah, this is as close as we're getting. This is the best I can do. But I don't really have many organic builds. I mean, the build that I've done that needs the most work on it, I will say, is the Giga Tree. That we gotta. The longer I've been staring at that, the more I've been like, yeah, I need to fix this. So, looks like you're recreating the Nile. Just need a few pyramids. Yeah, I don't know. We might add like a desert temple upgrade. But I feel like that's been done so many times. I'm like, yeah. Like building a pyramid in Minecraft it's been done like a million times. And let's be honest, they are boring structures. I kind of like what Kalani did recently, where he did like the mega beacon. So we could do something like our own spin on that. That doesn't look like a beacon, but it's like a giant pyramid type structure. Probably more like a stepped something, more like an Aztecan pyramid or Mayan pyramid, where it's like big steps instead of just the clean lines going up. I think something like that could work a little bit better, and we can like build a beacon into it. Could be fun. So I don't know. Yeah, it's more like a ziggurat. Yeah, that's if I pronounced that correctly. I don't know. That's always how I've pronounced it. Could be wrong. Kalani makes really good videos. For the 1 a month video that he puts out, they're good. I also appreciate that he took hardcore Minecraft in such a different route, just by like just saying, yeah, no, I completely broke the game. I did all these ridiculous things, changing Minecraft game versions over and over again, and just completely broke the game. And I just think that's funny. I think that's such a fun way to do it. It's very different. Build an incomplete pyramid. That could be kind of fun, like showing that they're actively like making a structure. That could be cool. The shovel has 300 durability, just under. We're fine right now. Thank you though. Prince Ewan, thank you so much for the 13 months, my dude. Hey, how you doing? Almost 1K likes. We need 8 likes. We need 8 like-arinos. I believe, chat. I believe. We need 7 like-arinos. Need 3 like-arinos. And now we have done it. Thank you, everybody. Can we just get a woo? Just a little woo. Just a little woo. Okay. I have my bed on me, so I can just sleep right here. Thank you. Just like a little woo. Just like a little woo. Oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing ever. I've been trying forever to get it on camera. But Coda, my husky, he does these little howls where he'll just want your attention, and he'll just come up to you and just go woo. Just like the softest little woo. And if you don't give him attention, he'll give you a whoa, like really howling at you. But his like starting is always just woo. And it's the cutest thing ever. I love it so much. Okay, we are definitely gonna need another shulker box. Short palm trees, please. These are pretty short. These are about as short as I want to take them, because if we go any shorter, they're gonna blend in too much with the ground foliage, and I like that separation. Okay, for all your anxieties. Sid showed me one of her good friends just got a husky puppy, and it is the most adorable thing ever. Diagonal palm trees. Yeah, I saw a lot of people being like, you need to make the palm trees lean out over the water. And I was like, yeah, they could. But I also really like the simplicity of these. Because, like, sure, a palm tree might lean over the water, but that's when you have, like, much more of a dense area and they're fighting for sunshine. These I want to make so sparse that they really don't need to. And I also kept them up off of the river so much that I was like, they're going to be on, like, the more solid soil. I don't know. We can try that. We can try a few of those later. We're gonna, if we get all this stuff wrapped up, I'm hoping we can do it in a decent amount of time. A little bit more red sand here than I thought there was. Love the palm trees. Yeah, I think they worked out really well. We actually designed these palm trees about 1.5 years ago on a stream. It was on a YouTube stream, I think, where I was like, you know what? I just want to log in and build a custom biome. And I pretty much built in World Painter and then brought it into game and just was having some fun with it. We pretty much built this just like from a World Painter map. I would love to incorporate some packed mud rocks. I did realize after the fact in the video that I called out that I was going to grab some packed mud, and I did, to build rocks, and then I just never built the rocks. So we might go back and dot those in, but I'm also like, I don't know how many rocks we really need. Like, I kind of like it as is, but we'll add in a few. Maybe as we get farther away from the mesa thingies. The plateaus. Floating sand. It's also just a bummer that packed mud doesn't have slabs and stairs. I don't know why. I feel like it's such a miss. You have to make packed mud bricks to get slabs and stairs. We can get stone slabs and stairs, and it's basically the equivalent of stone if it turns into mud bricks. Same way stone turns into stone bricks. So I'm like, why can't we have stairs and slabs? Floating sand. Just a sprinkle of rocks. Yeah, just some small ones. I almost want to like... The problem is... Well, not the problem. But the thing is, I don't want to over busy the biome. Because deserts are supposed to just be... Like in the Minecraft desert, it's just sand. Like it's a lot of sand going on for a long distance. I mean, look at that. You're mostly just seeing sand with the occasional cactus and dead bush. And I'm trying to really convey that because I don't want to make it look so full of different things because I think it loses a lot of the charm. So it's kind of it's a bit of a tougher challenge than I thought. It's making something detailed and unique and good and like look really cool, but also not look like the original, but also kind of honor the original when there's not too much going on with it. It's difficult. Building a custom desert in Minecraft, it's harder than I thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie. I think that doing little patches of cactuses and things helped a lot. And that's kind of the route that I want to take it. Also, Annoyed, thank you so much for the 7 months. I really do appreciate that. Sorry, I missed that a few minutes ago. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It'd be sick for there to be dunes. All right. Un momento. Un momento. I must share this. This is a photo that was shared by Nembomb a little while ago. And let me see here. How can I do this? Let's do this. There we go. You see this? You see this? This is Nembomb is a dev. He was tweeting out about how they fixed camels not being able to stand up. Ignore the upside down camels. Camel spiders. You see back here? Enhance. Now we're max enhanced. You see? Do you see that? Do you see the sand? That's a layer. That's a layer. It's a mod. You think of Minecraft developers tweeting out a screenshot that they're making on an official fix for a bug and using a mod in the background? I don't think that's likely because that could get them in so much trouble. Do you know how much that would cause the community to riot if they started tweeting out screenshots of things that they're fixing and working on with just random mods in the background? Not even to mention that the Minecraft mods that they're working on aren't updated because the mod developers don't have access to the version that they're making. Like that's a legit potential thing coming into the game. I'm just saying. I have a little tinfoil hat over here, but you know, I'm just saying, sand layers. And I'm not, you best believe, until I know what that next 1.21 update is, I'm not building any sand dunes until I know exactly whether or not I'm getting sand layers. You could add those mud break rocks next to the dunes so you use some granite as texturing. Yeah, I thought about granite, but it's a little too red. I want that like brown tone. The granite pops out a little too much. I used granite for rocks back in the original Papyrus, just because we didn't really have access to anything else, and it wasn't anything else. It wasn't my favorite though. He said it was his own testing. I mean, I'm just tinfoil hatting over here. Just a little. It's like a healthy amount of tinfoil hatting. If they're testing things, that means it's a potential feature. That's how testing works. You test features. Any chance you're coming to PAX West in Seattle? I don't think so. PAX West is a difficult one because that is our wedding anniversary weekend. So it's a little hard to convince and say, hey, can we go to PAX? Also, if I knew people coming into town for it, I'd be more likely to go, like other creators, but I just don't really know anybody who's going this year that I'm aware of. Problem when I'm Out of the friend group, the only West Coast creators are me, Shelby, and Joey. Everybody else is other side of the world. There's so many coming in. What the heck? Tiny Moose, thank you so much for the 3 months. Your profile picture is adorable. I'm doing well, thanks. Astro Blossoms, thank you so much for the 9 months. Hope you're doing well. I've been keeping up lately, do the health stuff, but happy to keep supporting you. Hey, I really appreciate that, and I hope whatever you got going on, you're able to get sorted out and all that stuff. But thank you so very much. We're here if you need a break, and no worries if you gotta run. Yeah, sausage is on the East Coast. Everybody else is in the UK. Well, besides Gem and Pearl. What happened to one skyblock? I haven't done a 1 block skyblock in a very long time. Okay, so we're about a 3 shulker box of sand over here. And I brought 1. It's gonna take you. Basically, the equivalent of this, we need in sand after the fact. Might have to go mine some sand, but we are almost done. We're almost done here. Get in there. I think it's literally just this last layer, because that down there, don't really care about. I'm probably going to cover up this ravine anyways. Or just leave it and ignore it, because it's kind of dipping down into the land, so who's going to notice? Yeah, it's fine. Have you tried the sweet berries, this prickly pear cactus yet? I haven't. I have not grabbed any quite yet. Oh, that was the wrong button. Okay. How much sand do I have? Not enough. That's the answer. The answer is not enough sand. Okay, I'm gonna pause that.
Pleased to meet you.
We're gonna run back and drop all this red sand off in
in
the old world. I'm trying to keep my storage somewhat organized back in the old world and just taking the trips instead of really utilizing that storage room. I know I made it, but I'm like, do I really need it? Ruth, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate that. And Caitlin, thank you so much for becoming a supporter. My son and I both love your videos. Thank you for being awesome. Hey, Ruth, I really appreciate that. Hello to both of you. Hope you're doing well. Did you show the boat you built? We can go check it out when we get back. I'm getting good at flying out of that nether portal. To be honest. I'm getting real good at flying out of that nether portal. Now. Episode 43. Working on it right now. But we've already had a 42nd episode. So we got to really be careful about how much, we dedicate into the next episode, because I think I only get a 43-second episode next time. I'm a little ashamed at how much red sand we have. Especially when we just got another like 5,000 of it. Are all these like exact full? Wow, they are. Wow. Oh, it's because I'd bring shulker by shulker back. Ew. I think after a while I was just like, I'm not bothering saving it anymore. It's like I'm just letting it fall on the ground. This last shulker's full. I don't want to go unload again. Holy red sand, Batman. That is 60,000 red sand now, everybody. We are officially above 60,000 red sand. Okay, so we have a shulker of sand back over at the place. We can just bring this. I don't want to go mining for sand right now. I'm gonna fill this. That'll be enough. My junk shulker back over there. Hi, buddy. Yippee! It's actually red sand past obsidian. Obsidian stopped at 45,800, so you know. That's a pretty small number at this point. It's only the 7th most mined block in the world is obsidian, so you know, there's that. Still don't know how I feel about it, but here we are. How was your birthday? It was good. It was good. Birthday was good. Been doing a lot of just like hanging with family and things like that this week, so it's been seeing if there's anyone seeing it here real quick. It's not. Yeah, it's been a lot of just hanging with the fam, which has been fantastic. It's been really nice catching up with everybody. I always love that birthdays are just an excuse to see everybody you love, so that's always nice. What's your top mine block? I think it's Netherrack. Where the heck did you spawn? Up there. Sir? Sir, I just want to ask questions. Right there. Eh. Yeah, top mine blocks, Netherrack. Stone is actually catching Netherrack. Sand is flying up there at this rate with our current project. And then dirt and grass blocks alone. We combine those together because it's basically the same thing. That would be up in here. Yeah, we've got a lot of blocks. We've got a lot of blocks above the 10K point too, which is kind of cool. I know there's some people with absurd stats. Like, we still haven't used any tools over 1 million times, and we're 4,600 days in the world. But I also think that shows that we do more building here than like big grind projects. I do my fair share of large grind projects. I'm looking at a giant gas farm, but I don't like to grind just for the sake of like having a grindy project. Every project I pick is always the purpose of either the materials are going to be used again later at some point, maybe, hopefully, is the goal. And then it's usually I haven't done many projects where I'm like, let's just dig a giant hole just for the sake of digging a giant hole. You know, we could have a cool big hole here. So it's the way it goes. I'll tell you what, chat, I'll be right back though. I gotta go use the restroom real quick, so I'll BRBs. One moment. Enjoy the music. Alrighty, back. Yeah, now that we dug up all the red sand, we got to replace the red sand. It's gonna be so fun. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping that once we can finish that, though, we can actually do some work around the area. Not that this isn't essential work to be doing in the area, but like here we are. Okay. Time to get to Finalizing. Woo! Oh, chat, by the way, question for you all, because I haven't been able to figure it out quite yet, where I want to take this.
Hey, for real.
Can I play with you sometime and I enjoy watching?
Hey, Jelvis, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate the dono. I typically don't play on public servers or anything like that. If you are looking for a place to hang, we do have an awesome community server that I try and jump on there every once in a while. I'll be honest, I'm not on there all the time, but that would be the route to go for tier 2 members and up. But apologies, I only have so many hours in the day and I gotta keep them towards making videos. So thank you for all the support though, I really do appreciate that. Thank you. But anyways, question, chat. Question. I want to figure out a way to build the pathway through the desert. I have not decided on a block yet. What? Yeah, the community server is Java only. We don't have it set up for Bedrock right now. But what block do you think would look good for a road going through a desert? I've been thinking red sand. Yeah, we could do red sand. We could do a red sand road. Who's heard of the Silk Road? Nobody. You've heard of red sand road. Packed mud brick. Yeah, we could. That's kind of where I'm leaning. I kind of want but I'm worried about the brown being a little too contrasty. Honestly, maybe once we finish this, we can kind of go into creative and just in a copy and test some things out. Terracotta, red sand plus terracotta. Yeah. I was leaning towards dirt, but then I was like, ooh, but rooted dirt. And then I was like, ugh, rooted dirt? How much time do I think I have to build a road? I'm about to be spending 6 hours gathering rooted dirt to build a road. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we'll leave that there because I kind of like the exposed face. Path block. Path block is what I used in the original one, and I think it could work. I don't know. I'll show you what we did the original time. Once we're in the city, dirt, coarse dirt, and all that stuff is going to be great. That's fantastic. I'm trying to figure out, I'm almost leaning towards like birch planks or oak planks right now for the like out of city road, because I want it to look like the desert is kind of, it's there. Like it'll probably be a highly traveled road, so we can have a little bit more detail cut into it. But I'm like, I don't know. Packed mud brick, and brown mushroom. Yeah. Junglewood could work. We'll go test some things after this. I want to go test some things. I also need to save the replay so I can work out for that too. I think clearing or placing the sand back won't take nearly as much time as it did to clear it all out. Kind of spam everywhere. Just spam the blocks. That's all you gotta do. Just spam the blocks. Hay bales popped into my head. That sounds so awful to collect. Could be good on the coloring, but there is no way I am collecting enough hay bales for a road. That is a creative Minecraft solution. Do I do some of those in hardcore Minecraft quite often? You bet your butt I do, but I think that's where I draw the line. Favorite food? I really love like a lot of the Asian cuisine foods. That or like a good street taco. Like a good bowl of ramen or something. Oh, it's delicious. Honestly, just like a good teriyaki place, which is like katsu chicken on a bed of rice. You get your little cucumber salad with it. It's very much a Seattle thing that they're everywhere up here. But, oh my gosh. That is comfort food for me. Celsius. Orange today. I swapped over to the sparkling ones recently. The carbonation is a little weird, but I found that it made my... I didn't get it... I was getting really, like... I was getting, like, really... I felt like my jaw was getting really tense drinking the regular Celsius. Or not the regular, the green tea ones. So I swapped over to the carbonated to see if that would help. And it actually has helped a lot. So I've kind of been sticking with those since. Which is nice. I think whatever they're doing in the green tea ones was making just like a little too much. A little too much caffeine. Okay, we need to go up here and cover the top of this rock. Have you made a before map of the desert, like Minecraft maps? No, I didn't. I typically don't make before and after maps. Honestly, the only place we're probably gonna have the world map for is like the main base in the old world. I keep calling it old world, but it's like it's not done yet. And we're also in the same world, so I think it's confused a few people. But the old region of this world, where like the city is and all that, I think that's the only reason I'm gonna actually map. Maybe once we're done here, we'll build a map in like the whatever palace structure or whatever we end up making here as like the grand piece on top. But yeah, I don't know. Endstone would look nice. Yeah. Do you have a home gym? We have kind of like a partial home gym. Like we have a Peloton bike, which is awesome, and then we got a bunch of weights that we use, but we don't have like any like crazy gym equipment outside of the bike. I would love to. I've looked into it, but they are expensive. We've talked about potentially converting part of our garage into a gym and getting some things out there. But our garage is full of my brother's stuff right now because he moved back to the Seattle area recently. So gotta wait for him to find a more permanent place so he can take all his stuff out of there, and then we can fill it in with more stuff. Or a cool circle map in the ceiling. Yeah, we could use like almost like a mosaic could be the map, like in the ceiling of whatever palace we make. That could be kind of fun. That'd look really cool. Building with fWhip was your favorite series? It was a good one. I felt like I grew so much. Like if I didn't do the Building with fWhip series, I would not be in the position I'm at now. That's for sure. Like I grew so much through doing Building with fWhip, and I'm so happy I did it. But I'm also so happy that like where I'm at now. Like no part of me wants to go back to it. But I think it was very core for me to grow as a YouTuber was just to stick with a really long series. There's so many people that are like, oh my gosh, how do I become a YouTuber? And how do I do all this stuff? Like I can't find any growth and I can't get my feet under me and like get moving. Like how did you do it? And then you look at their channel and they're on season 50 of their Minecraft Let's Play, and every season is 10 episodes or less because they're like, oh man, I did everything in this world. I don't know what to do next. And it's like, well, yeah, there's the reason you're not growing right there. You're not giving people any reason to stick around. So I think for me, like really honing in on, yeah, I know that I enjoy doing longer series. Like that is the thing that for me from Building with fWhip was the most important, was like, I know that I can do a long series. And I will be very happy the entire time doing it. And I can keep finding new projects to do on a series. That's also a really important part that a lot of people struggle with, is they're like, well, I did all the stuff. Like I have my base, I have my mine, I have my villager trading hall, I have these farms, and I killed a dragon, got my elytra, got my full enchants. Okay, I got my netherite, and what now? And they're like, ooh, I don't know, let's go fight a really difficult raid. Oh my gosh, I died in hardcore Minecraft. I guess I have to restart and do it all over again. And then they do the exact same thing. What are we doing? We just tore up a bunch of red sand. We're coming back in and replacing it with the regular sand to be on theme with the video that released yesterday. If you have not seen it, it's a fantastic video where we built all that, and I love it. You prove that you like long series because this isn't your only, because isn't this only your second hardcore series? This is season 3 of hardcore, unfortunately. I started New World and it's only survival, but I've been treating it like hardcore. Yeah. For me, I like when we were doing Empires, I very much treated a season 2 like hardcore for me, unless I was like messing around with other people. Like, it's ingrained in my brain now of like my Minecraft playstyle since I've turned into hardcore YouTuber or hardcore Minecrafter has become so defensive and so cautious. Like, I'm always very aware of whatever my escape route is. If I get into a situation, I now, like, my ability to memorize, like, routes out of caves and things like that, and, like, get them, like, as I'm walking, I'm basically creating a mental map for myself of if I have to run away, I know how the heck to get out of here. And that has been so helpful for hardcore. Like, just being able to know how the heck to get out of a situation is the reason why I'm still alive. Again, that's a big part of it. So if you're struggling in your hardcore world, you're like, I die all the time. Try to pay attention to your surroundings more. Like, figure out what's around you. Like, if you get in a sticky situation, what's going to happen? What are you going to do? Safety is our #1 priority. You're right. But that is the wrong series. Rip Gobland. You shall be remembered for your delicious cave pickles. Yeah, hardcore season 1 was not an SMP, so I guess I'm technically on season 2 of single player hardcore. But season 1 we played very single player. It was a series that Joel and I started, and we both started hardcore series around the same time. I was like, hey, what do you think about we just combine the worlds and live like 5,000 blocks apart, and we can interact if we want to do something fun. And so we decided to do that, and it was really cool. And then he died, and then I was alone. And then well, before Joel died, Jimmy joined, Scott joined, and they both died pretty quick. And Callum joined, but he didn't play too much, so I eventually messaged him and I was like, hey man, like, for the sake of like me being able to survive longer, like I'm gonna take a world download and move to single player. Like, if you want the download to continue yourself, here it is. And I was like, we just haven't interacted at all, so I'm just gonna go single player. And I don't think he continued after that. I don't think he ever logged back in. But that was a fun one. Then season 2 we started. Honestly, that castle I think is still one of my favorite castles I ever designed. I was kind of bummed that I didn't get to do the expansion into like the palace section. That would have been really cool. I had some fun plans for that, but we live and we learn. Don't try and fight zombies when you're stuck in the water. Remember that hardcore world? Yeah, season 1 we lived in a mega taiga. That was so super fun. We attempted building a massive mountain, and taunted the Minecraft gods, and they answered with a creeper. And then we died there. I think what's interesting is season 1 we lasted about 1,000 to 2,000 days is where the playtime like came out to, because it was hard since it was on a server. It was harder to track the day count. And then season 2 we lasted just like 2,500, I think. And now season 3 we're at 4,646. 4646. So we're cruising. I think 3rd time's the charm here. Do you have a camel? Yeah, we got a camel 2 episodes back. Yeah, the one I died to the creeper. I know, that was so sad. Where Sabo broke the no swearing rule in chat because he's a moderator, so he couldn't get blacklisted. Still find that so funny. The only person who swears when I die is Sabo. It pops up on the on-screen chat in the video too. Just like we're just gonna run it. When is next vid? Well, I just released a video yesterday, so I'm just starting the next one, and I typically take about a week to record a video, so probably next Thursday. I know it's not the answer many people are hoping for, but that's where we're at. I also took a break yesterday. I kind of took yesterday pretty easy. The desert one was definitely a lot bigger of a video than I was expecting it to be. Like that whole thing took a lot longer than I expected it would, which I kind of talked about a lot during the video process. Seemed like people enjoyed more of the context behind it, so I'm gonna try and do that more often. Because I think so much of like hardcore Minecraft YouTube right now, just because it's all these just crazy grand projects. And everybody's like, here's this, I'm doing this step, and over here. And they're like, and I perfectly planned out the entire route that I'm going for it. And so I'm just kind of over here like, yeah, so I tried winging it, and I made a mistake. This is really big. I thought it was kind of funny. Just like the difference in how I was talking about it in my video versus what everybody else is doing. I was just like, yeah, so I completely underestimated how much time this was going to take. Yeah, my bad, y'all, my bad. Yeah, that dude maths out everything he could possibly ever need. But I also feel like he probably is making it up as he goes, more so. But when he's in, because there's no way that OneBud does all of that like recording live. Everything is talking like from a third person perspective, like looking back on it and like telling a story. So he probably just is like, all right, I think the voice things will be more interesting if I tell like this ultimate plan I had along the way. Whereas I would hope that he probably, just for like my own personal sanity, I hope that he's also making it up as he goes. Because there's how he would know that he needs like these 20 farms to do this thing. I'm just like, yeah, well, I guess if you design the whole build, then you're like, okay, here's my block list. Let's figure out how to get these. Okay, what farms do I need for these? Okay, cool. But I typically don't plan my build until I'm like ready to build it. Like usually I'll get into creative mode and start planning the build when I'm like, okay, I need something to fill this space. And whatever it's gonna be, like I'll do all the terraforming first and get that, and so I can know what the area is gonna look like, and then I'll come back in and make the build. Unless it's in the city, I kind of have those buildings floating, and I mostly just build the roads out where I want them to go for the height variation in the city, and then we come back in and then put in the buildings in place. So I want the buildings to very naturally fit with whatever terrain I'm making. I don't want to build terrain to fit buildings. I want to build buildings to fit the terrain. That's a very core goal I've had for the last year or two, and I like it. I feel like it makes things a lot more unique and less flat. What SMP was your favorite? Empire's, I think Empire's Season 1. It was just so fun. Everything was so new, and we did such a good job at just like making it up as we go. Like everything in Empire Season 1 was just made up on the fly. Even Zornoth. Zornoth was absolutely made up on the fly.
Hey, for real.
Like that was not planned at all.
Gate 3, it's awesome if you
It was somebody wanting to prank Shelby and downloaded a voice mod to mask their voice, and that's where Zornoth came from. And that it just naturally turned into such a big thing, and so that was really cool. Dead Boy, thank you so very much for the dono. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3? It's awesome if you haven't. I watched Scott playing it for a little while, and it looks really fun, and I've been watching a few other streamers playing it. I know Scott's like 10 hours into it, and he's loving it. So I think I'm gonna pick it up. I think Lizzie's playing it too, and so we've talked about doing like we all have our own little single player playthroughs that we're doing, and once we learn the game a little bit better, coming back and doing a co-op playthrough just as friends and not streaming it just because we want to just chill and play the game. So I that to me sounds super fun. So I think I'm gonna pick it up. I finishing the Diablo 4 season right now. I'm like progressing the final boss, and as soon as I win, I'm probably gonna be like, okay, cool, I'm done. So I'm getting there, and as soon as I wrap up Diablo, I think I'm gonna pick up Baldur's Gate. I love the first one, the first two. Is you're from Seattle, do you have a favorite grunge band? I'm so bad with names of bands, I'll be honest. I'm so awful. As a kid, though, I really liked Nirvana as a kid. I had a big metal phase until like from like probably like 6th grade through like sophomore year of high school. I had a big metal phase, so I was going to a lot of the metal concerts in the Seattle area. And then I hard swap, not really hard swap. I actually feel like it's pretty natural music progression. I went from, especially more nowadays, I went from being a very heavy metal kid straight into dubstep. Just absolutely just right there. And now I feel like I'm very much into like the electronic, like dance music scene. Dubstep is a little too wub, so I don't listen to it too much. But I definitely enjoy dance music and still a decent amount of grunge. Like, look at the playlist I've made that I use in videos. A lot of it is kind of grunge, rocky music, mostly because it's so different from what everybody else was doing at the time. Everybody had the same either electro swing, which is good, but everybody does it, or they had the same like just electronic, like dubstep-y or whatever songs. Like, there's so much like mismatch between all the different creators. I was like, I'm gonna find all this new stuff that nobody's using, and now everybody's using my music I found. It was mine. Have you seen Oppenheimer yet? No, we haven't. We haven't made it out to see that or Barbie. We've very much been wanting to, but we have been so busy, we have not had a free night. And the times that we have had a free night, we've been like, stay home. Yeah, stay home. It's been great, but we've had so many different events happening recently. We have a few birthdays. My family is very heavy on the summer birthdays, and then we've also had a few weddings that we've been going to. We've also just like been meeting up with friends outside of that, and it's absolutely love it. I really shouldn't be complaining about having so many people that we got to spend time with in our lives, but it's been very busy. We keep being like, yeah, we're gonna take a downtime, like this is gonna be a little downtime, and then we're like, oh no, the calendar's full. So is what it is. I think that's just the way life goes. So it's been fine, but as soon as we have a free weekend, we are hoping to get out there and see Barbie and Oppenheimer. Because I already ordered Ken merch, so I probably should see the movie before the Ken merch arrives. Otherwise, that's a little weird. I bought the fuzzy I Am Knuff sweatshirt, and I'm going to live in that this winter. You best believe I'm going to be living in that thing. Barbie's not political, but we're not going to get into that. Because the people that the Barbie as itself is not a political movie, but people have turned it political because they're uncomfortable with what's being talked about. But it's not in itself a political movie. I don't know. But we're not going to get into that today. We're not going there, because all it's going to result in is me banning a lot of you all for being stupid. And we can do that. We can make this community even more cozy and safe place. But you know, that's up to you all if you want to get a ban hammer or not. Okay, we are done on the sand. Woo! We're here to play Minecraft. Like, okay, that looks a lot better. That looks much, much better. And I kind of do like the little bits of terracotta popping up over there. And sorry for the replay mod thing being a little stupid. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I know people always come in here asking me to like talk about all these controversial things and whatever, that they basically want to have a gotcha moment of, haha, we saw you mess up, streamer. Like, dude, I'm here to play Minecraft. Like, you don't need to know everything about my life. We don't, like, I'll share things with y'all that I want to share with y'all, but just simply by me being on the internet does not need to be that we need to talk about every single thing ever. We can have a very healthy, safe place of a community that a lot of people can be welcome in if they would like to, where we just don't need to talk about all that stuff or whatever it might be. And I think it's also one of those things where if you know me by now and you are watching my videos, you probably know where I stand on most of the topics anyways, but we don't need to like bring that into anything. Like, it doesn't need to be talked about constantly. And I think it's been a weird thing of all these creators more recently have been engaging in every form of content. I'm like, it just purely by being a content creator doesn't mean that we have to respond to every single thing out there. And I think having that separation is a really good thing, because there's so much just craziness happening everywhere in the world that it's kind of nice to have a place where you can go and just like not bring those things up. And that's all I'm gonna say about it today. Okay, all of this is gonna fall. Yeah. I want to just patch this in. I think it will look a little bit better if it's flattened. Also, I don't get the gotcha meta, like where everybody's like, I got this streamer, I exposed them for doing blah blah blah. I'm like, no. If they deserve to be exposed for stuff, they'll expose themselves. You don't need to do it. Okay, let's just do that. I kind of like this face being exposed here. I think it looks nice. Seattle, nice place. I'm considering applying to University of Washington. I love Seattle. It's definitely a city that is in the process of a lot of change right now. And you just gotta kind of know that going in.
I think the elves misunderstand them and fear what they don't know. Drow are good folk, or at least they can be.
I wish I got the reference for that one, Dead Boy. Thank you so much for the dono. I do appreciate it. I'm assuming it's the Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I love Seattle. I absolutely love this city and the Pacific Northwest in general. I plan to live here for a very, very long time. You do have to be okay with rain. I will say that now. And more so with the dark winters, more so than the rain, I think is a big thing to be aware of. But I love the city. I absolutely love it here. It's definitely... University of Washington, I didn't go there for school, but it's... I know a lot of people that did, and they all very much loved it. It's a big school, though. Very big school. Sounds like home. Yeah. Right, it's just part of life here. Exactly, yeah. How long are you streaming for? Probably another hour. We've only been going an hour and a half today. Oh, I wanted to go test out road stuff. But that just being sand instead of red sand, oh, it looks so much cleaner. I love it. So let's go test out a few road pallets, and then we'll probably bring the coarse dirt along there. Actually, we can just do that now. I think I have the coarse dirt. Make that happen. I have 57 coarse dirt. I might need more coarse dirt. Hello? 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 Let's fix up this. I got plenty of dirt. The problem is this is all grass down here, so we gotta be careful of that. Let's grab a little sand. And we can kind of do like a little where the road is gonna be going through the desert just a touch. How many monitors do I have? I have 3 right now. I'm on that 3 monitor life. It's pretty nice. And then we're gonna go. I like the water edge down here. We're gonna add a little bit moss to bring it out a touch. We're gonna bring in a lot of moss along the edge here to get that really lush section back. And we can do that, and we can kind of start. The road is gonna go like along here, I think. So we can kind of do like a little bit of a thicker coarse dirt section there so it doesn't grow over quite as much. Then we can also bring a little bit of our sand in to really kind of edge that point off. And basically trying to stop the grass from being able to grow in here. And then we're gonna bring in a lot of dirt. And then it'll be totally fine. Got a lot more, and then we also probably need to transform this into just some regular sand, and we can fix that little hill up there in a bit. And you get more dirt. Notice you have a 4090 free screen of one of your streams. I was wondering why your video is only 1080p even though your PC is so powerful. I don't think it needs to be 4K. Full honesty, that's the reason. I don't think Minecraft looks much better in 4K than it does without. My monitors are 4K, I will say that. And the only thing that I notice a part of that is that because I have a 240 refresh rate monitors, and that makes a difference. That makes a huge difference, but that doesn't convey across YouTube. With where YouTube's current compression is, Minecraft gameplay does not benefit much from it. So I would rather put that computing power towards doing other things, like the bitrate being higher, I think gives a better product. And a lot of the people who do post 4K Minecraft videos, they actually don't record in 4K, they record in 1080p, and then they just render it out in 4K. So like I could do that, and it does give a little bit better quality than it is, but it's fine. I don't think it matters much. I've tried it in the past. You can find some videos on my channel that are 4K, but I don't think it gave like a noticeably big difference, and it also didn't make the video get any more views or anything like that, so I'm not gonna waste the time on it. What's the bitrate on your stream? Bitrate on the stream, 5700 right now. 1080p, 5700 bitrate. And I could probably bump it up some more. I have gig internet, like up and down, which is very nice. But I'm always a little scared about it because YouTube, if it goes down, it's really annoying to get your stream back. So I tend to... I purposely have it a little bit lower, so if there's a bad connection issue or something, the stream isn't just like hard down. I want some more wiggle room in case issues do pop up. Just binge this whole series. Thank you. Well, hope you enjoyed it. I could probably do a lot of things to make my video quality better, but I think it's fine. And until YouTube pushes out something that gives us more incentive to make higher quality videos. I don't think I'm going to. The amount of effort and energy and everything that would use and need to get it there, just because that's additional upload and render time and everything like that. And when I'm working with an editor, like, that takes a while. We already have too many nights on a week that Marcos and I are up till like 11 p.m. waiting for a video to render so I can get it back and post it the next day. So trying to save him some more time. And also file storage of 4K files versus 1080p files is very different. What's plans for the stream? It's just expand Mossy Riverbank. I want to get over there and start turning this whole lush environment that we've created. The end goal is to have it along this entire river network, like over here, stretching out to there. It's going to come around here. We'll probably widen this river out a bunch, and it's going to come through here and everything. And so I figured that's honestly what we're going to be doing a lot of streams for the future, is working on this and just really cleaning that up, because I don't want to spend too many videos doing it. So yeah, that's kind of like main plan right now, is just to focus on that in here. Do that needs to, otherwise it's gonna grow somehow. So that's where I think a lot of streams are going to be for the next little bit, is just kind of fixing up the riverbank and working on this custom biome. But I don't know. I really enjoy custom biome stuff on stream. I think it's just the chill atmosphere, and being able to just like work on it slowly is nice. There's video settings. Actually, you can't see any of them. If you want to know a specific in-game quality setting, you can ask me for that, and I can find the setting for you. But as you can see, there are a lot of options. There's a lot of everything. So if you're asking for in-game settings, I can tell you what they are, but I can also tell you that if you run them at the same settings that I do, and you have a potato PC, you will not be a happy camper, and it will not look the same. Just fair warning. Just because I'm running the settings doesn't mean your computer is going to be able to also. And a lot of people I know used to copy my settings when I used to be like, oh, here's what I do, blah, 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 blah. And then they'd be like, why should my Minecraft look like yours? Well, because we have two different computers, and mine is able to run it, and yours, unfortunately, is not. How to turn Gamma, my Gamma bug. If you're on Java Edition, there's a mod called Gamma Utilities, or there's a file in your .minecraft. Let me find what it is, called options.txt. Open that, and there is a setting in there for Gamma, and you can change that around manually. If you're not able to change it in game, you can change it in there. Potato PC, yeah. Most people probably have a potato PC versus your PC. Yeah, I know. It's fair. But mine is a business expense because this is my job. If this was not my full-time job, I would not have this computer. I can tell you that much. Would I want to have this computer? Yeah. Would I? No. The file doesn't work anymore. It needs a mod so it doesn't reset. I think within the file you can change it up to 200% brightness, but you can't change it above that because it does reset. But you can still change it within like the in-game parameters. But yeah, used to be able to, you could change that file up to like 1000% brightness, but you can't do that anymore. That is true. Wait till you learn that NASA grade PCs are actually pretty simple because their programs they run aren't that complex. When you build a program to only do one thing and the computer's entire purpose is to run that one program, you don't need that complex of a PC. It's when you add in all the bloatware of everything else that we're trying to run on our computers is when you need to have crazy high performing computers. We're almost out of pork chops. My pork. The pork economy is in shambles. Okay, we're gonna go back and drop these 2 shulker boxes off. But first, oh, I never resumed that. Pretty. You can use the texture pack to do what? How often would you play Minecraft if it wasn't your job? Well, before it became my job, I was still playing like 2 days a week, probably. Like I was playing like 4 or 5 hours of Minecraft a week pretty consistently. And if I had a project I absolutely loved, I was playing every day for 2 or 3 hours. But yeah, I kind of let inspiration dictate that if I was playing a lot or not. I'm just gonna let this save, but while we're doing that, let's just jump in here. We can use this as our test plot, so we can talk about this. So what I've tried before, and this is way too busy. This is not how I build roads anymore, but this is how I built roads back in the day, ye olden times. We had coarse dirt, we had path block, we had oak slabs, and we had a little granite thrown in there for a little bit of color, and then some sand leaching in. It was fine. Probably wasn't the best. And I did that throughout everywhere. And it's just this, it's so busy. I don't like paths like this. If you're building paths like this in your world, turn them into blobs instead. I've also tried the endstone path that somebody had mentioned before, so you can see that over here. It's a little vibrant, but I had endstone in a texture pack back in the day that made it basically sandstone colored, so it brought it a lot more in line. But things I'm playing around with here, sorry for the weird tooltip, it's saving a replay, it's bugged, are kind of want to do like wood planks for a road, but that's a little too dark. That's kind of nice. I'm debating on this, to be honest. Let's see. Try stripped birch. It's like this for a whole road. And we could have like a little bit of our like from a distance, I like that. This creative world or old world, please. This is my old survival world that I just kind of use for creative testing every once in a while now. That's nice. Strip birch for the tire marks. Yeah. Looks like tracks up close. Honestly, I think more birch planks. Not only for personal sanity, but like this is also another option. Which I think is going to be a little too dark. But it could give it a little bit of that extra texture. And the road is probably going to be about 5 blocks wide, because that's kind of the standard I typically take for my Minecraft roads, is I usually have them being 5 blocks. I just find that works the best for me. And sometimes I'll make it a little bit wider. Don't like the oak plank. That's a no-go. Like that up close is a little busy, but all the way from back here, do we like Endstone is a little too like vibrant, though, is the issue. Just birch. Let's try replacing that with sand, so we can kind of break it up a touch, so it's not just blobby. No, that's a little too much. But also, we have an option. Oh, we can save that. Of another option that I've considered is just path block. Pathwalk's hard to mix with things because it does give that little lip. And it's pretty dark. Now I'm looking at it, that's really dark. Maybe we go a little bit smaller so we can have the outside edges be like really frayed. And we just kind of get rid of some things along here. Because like the sand would be coming back over. Like from out here, I like the birch. Strip mushrooms would fit. You think of the inside texture of a mushroom block? I was thinking about that. You're thinking, I'm assuming, eggs, you mean this. This is a dangerous option because I was also thinking it. And then I was like, it works really well. It works really, really well. So if you want to use sandstone here, you don't even need smooth sandstone because the top of sandstone and smooth sandstone are the same. But in order to do that, I have to run around and place like this, and then I have to place ones on top, and then I have to clear those. The command shovel thing is world edit. Because normally it's that. And you have to come here and reveal. Eggs, I was thinking it, but I was not wanting to try it because I felt like if I tried it, I was going to be like, me likey. It looks like little pebbles too. So when you're down here on foot, like that actually looks more like a road because you have the little texturing in there than the wood does, which is really nice. Honestly, it would be a flex. Do we go for the flex? It's for the look. It's for the look. You can thank me for force. I do have a brown mushroom farm. I opened Pandora's box. You're right. All right. I think we know what it is. I think we know what it is. Excuse me, trying to not choke on the water I'm drinking. Also, Xandro, I don't know why your things never popped up on my notifications, but thank you so much for the 4 months, my dude. And we're gonna build a castle, and your builds have been a big inspiration for it. I used your city wall design for it, and it turned out great. Hey, fantastic, dude. I want the credits. Well, Eggs, you mostly just forced my hand in doing what I thought I was already gonna do, so I don't know about that. How does it look? See, packed mud is so dark. Like, I think I'm more likely to use... I already have... Maybe jungle. Jungle, still pretty dark. That's like... If we want a darker color, I think that's almost our best bet. Hay bales are going to be too yellow. If we use hay bales, way too yellow. You want me to build a road with raw iron blocks? Honestly, raw iron blocks with like a... You're trying to do like a rooted dirt, coarse dirt, raw iron, cobble. Could almost kind of work. You need like one more in between those guys, but you could get there. You could do that as like a really rocky place. Beehives could work, but I feel like that is so expensive. Like, I'm already looking at doing mushroom. I'm already looking at doing the inner texture of mushrooms. Yeah, tough could work there. So the packed mud that people are bringing up. Just look how much darker this is. Like from back here, if we zoom this far out, like what we're working in is a really nice color palette. And then you got back here and all you see is that darkness. And I think of the packed mud in there. I think it could work as like some rocks along the edge, but then that gets us back into the chaos that is this road that I really want to avoid. Because this is so off. And then as soon as I got out of the desert, I hard transitioned into this, which I thought back in the day was cool and really good. And if I were to do this now, just cut the path block out and introduce more coarse dirt or more gravel. Like there's one too many blocks in here. But this was basically also when we only had cobblestone slabs. Like this is old. Like this is an old pathway leading all the way up over here. Like that section right here, I think I built in like 2017, 2018. And when I thought building a road from there to here was a full episode. That was a big project for me too back then. Chiseled bookshelves. Yeah. I think we got it though. I think chiseled bookshelves is a little too formed. It could work. That could be fun as like an entrance into the city. Like I'll show you where that's making me think about something. As we come over to the far side here, and chiseled bookshelves as like a fancy mosaic. Like as you're walking into the city, I'm definitely going to keep that in mind. I like this a lot. That's a good idea. Thank you. Like that right there is like your fancy little like walk through the gate. So I really want this world to be a lot, and I mean a lot, about, or this section of the world to be very heavy on the so like it's just a lot, gonna be a lot of mosaics, a lot of fancy vibes, and a lot of just high detailed sections just for the sake of like art. And that right there I think looks really cool. I mean, we clean it up a little bit more than it is right now, but it looks good. All right, sorry, I was just looking outside. I heard a truck. Sandstone may work with the pathway. Sandstone is pretty good, but it's like it doesn't pop much. We can try it. Like sandstone, if we, it kind of smooths it out, which is good. Like that's fine. It's a little bit lighter. It's almost a little too bright. It gives a highlight, kind of. Which world is this? This is building with fWhip. The original survival world. My old 5-year Minecraft series. Where we built all these. We did a little bit of building in this world. A teeny tiny bit of building. The crazy part is that the city here, I'm like, this is so massive. I think the new hardcore city is technically bigger. I think the new, I mean, like the city itself, like when you add in the castle over here and probably this section, like this city section here alone, I think the new one is bigger than, but when you add in the other elements, it's probably not quite there. But this city was meant to fill all of this, like all the way over here. Here's like roads and things leading to different ideas. And my first survival Minecraft castle. Just like those off-camera mining sessions. Sounds like somebody never watched this series. Because everything in this world was done legit. And it all has proof. And plus this. Yeah, this is the mountain range. This is all custom terrain. And you're probably like, yeah, there's no way you got those blocks. Yeah, there is no way I got all those blocks. That's one of the mines. But we're at, what's this world at? Yeah, we're over 1 million blocks mined on the pickaxe. And this was diamond. Netherite wasn't even in the game yet. Netherite's 350. Mountain Mondays. Every Monday we streamed working on the mountain range. Okay, let's jump back into hardcore. Yeah, I just buried the whole world underneath it. That was the goal. Let's bury it all. Okay. Watched so many Building with fWhip episodes last year. Yeah, that mountain range was fun. That definitely got a love for terraforming for me going. Mushroom is definitely the best. I think, honestly, we're going to check, but I think I have a ton of red mushroom. Okay, I think I got a good amount of red mushroom we can use. Not a ton. Oh. That could probably... Between all these, I don't really want to use the brown because I use that for buildings. We might have to go harvest some red mushrooms, but I think it's a decent amount of mushroom blocks. Yeah. Definitely need more birch though, because I think all the birch I have is that, which is a decent amount. Don't you have a mushroom farm? I have a brown mushroom farm, which we could use. I need to fix it. And then in here we have, oh, I got a decent amount of birch. We should be fine. Okay, let's go work on the Lush section. Work on a new point of it. Small extroverted introvert. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Isn't red mushroom more white inside than brown? I thought it's the same. I thought they're the same block. We can go. Honestly, let's look. But I could have sworn it was the exact same. Could have sworn. Yeah, so if we do boom, 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 boom. Oh, they're the same. Yeah, no, those are the exact same. Doesn't matter which we use. What's the best tip for starting a world like yours? Set expectations that it's going to take you a long time to get there. If you start a Minecraft world and you're like, I want to build all this and I want it to be done and blah, 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 you're not going to get there. You got to take it one day at a time, one building at a time. I've been working on this world for almost 2 years now, so you got to take that into account. This thing has been going on for a long time, and this taking a long time to get here. So all I can say is if you want to start a world like this, do it. That's fantastic. I hope you have so much fun, but make sure you take it slowly. You gotta remember that you can't do all this in a day, especially if you're playing survival. So we're almost at 1,000 hours of IRL time put into this world, so gotta remember that side of it. All right, we need to go get a little bit of rooted dirt, so let's go find a near empty box and we can go find some of that. We'll see what effect had me. The red one did look darker. It's been 2 years. Yeah, November is gonna be 2 years in this world. So September, October, and then we're 2 years. Well, it's end of November, so a little under 3 months out. I guess a little over 3 months out. So I'm rounding up for sure. This is it. We need some mushroom block. Or rooted dirt, sorry. Because I have a stack and one. That's not enough rooted dirt to keep us rocking. Yeah, 2 years is crazy to think. We're so proud of our streamer. Thank you. Thank you, Anima. We'll have to start introducing that birch and mushroom stem like here and then take it into the desert. I don't want to work on that yet because I don't know which way I want to take the path. So what I want to do next, we probably got another 45 minutes before I'm going to be like, I am starving, because that's the usual time frame. So what time is it now? Yeah, it's 12:30. I want to go get some rooted dirt, and then we'll probably work on like the base, like what we did there. We'll work on that for like this section and kind of clean that up across the river. And that can be what we need. Have you seen Hero Brian? Nope. Wish Bedrock had day counts because I would love to see what day I'm on. Yeah. Do you have an answer for why you stream a lot, or just because you like streaming? Streaming is the only time as a content creator that you get to directly interact with your community. And I really value that time. I know I don't stream for that long, and I only stream 2 days a week because that's a limitation that I've realized for myself, that if I want to stay productive and moving forwards, that's kind of where, for me, I feel like I start to lose out on other aspects of getting so tired and just burnt out. So I found a really healthy balance for me. But streaming, part of me wishes I could be one of those people that streams like every day, all day long, and just like work on all these things live and do all that, because I love interacting with all of you, and it's so fun to be able to have that. YouTube is a very isolating job. Ooh, this is an untouched. Untouched. Never mind. It's actually very touched. Did I not? Nope, nope. I just patched it back in. So. But yeah, YouTube's a very isolating job. If you, especially if you only record single player content, you don't talk to anybody, and all you do is listen to your own voice all day long. So it can get very isolating, I guess. And so streaming is a really nice way of being able to actually like get that response more than just reading comments. Like having a conversation with people is so much different than just reading comments about whatever the video might be. Like I love reading comments. It's fantastic. It's very, very nice to like get that point of touching base with the community and everything. But it's also live stream, and actually being able to chat is very different than just, here's the thing I posted. What do you think? You ever watch WBC Builds? I've chatted with him a few times in the past. I don't watch his content too much, but I remember chatting with him a long time ago, and he was asking for some advice. I just don't really watch too many creative Minecrafters. I don't know if it's a me thing or what, but I just can't be bothered. There's not... I don't know. I find creative Minecraft channels to be a little boring, and the only way that they're not is they do stuff that is so unobtainable that it's
Pleased
like
to meet you.
impossible to really like fathom what's going on, and it's all super command based. So like they look cool, the creations they make look amazing, but then at the same time it's like none of that is possible in survival, which is great for them and how they play the game, and I think it's fantastic that they're doing what they're doing, but it's not how I play the game, so it doesn't really apply to me. Like when the debug stick is like their main way of making things, I'm a little like, not me. Smurf, thanks so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate that. Or things get built on such a grand scale. It's like they're like, here's a 10,000 block long dragon. I'm like, you can't even render that. Like, how do you render that in one frame? It's impossible. Kiana, thanks so much for the 16 months. Been a while since I joined the live stream. Hi, fWhip. Hey, welcome back in. 16 months at tier 2. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been here since Duconia series. These were fast 6 years. Holy cow, Mike. That is true indeed. Duconia was it was a good place to get started. I still talk with quite a few people from that server. Not in every day anymore, but I keep tabs with quite a few of the people over there. Thomas has been around helping me admin things in the community ever since Duconia days. That was fun though. Duconia was a good way. Is there a rooted dirt farm? Yes, but it's extremely slow. You can farm rooted dirt by bone mealing an azalea bush on top of a piece of dirt, well anything, and it turns it to 1 piece of rooted dirt per bush that you bone meal. It's not a good way. It's so much easier just to go in your world and find a lush tree and dig down like this. It can take a little bit more time for like to get started, but like long-term wise, I would I will always do this because you find one of these and you just dig it all out and you just fly back up to the top. It's not bad. You'll see how much we get out at the end usually. It depends how far down it is. It depends if you get one of these, like if you can find an azalea tree on top of a mountain that goes to the deep slate level before the Lush cave starts, you can get so many stacks. It's not as common anymore post ancient cities and deep dark being introduced, but you used to be able to find some. I think my record once I got 2.5 shulker boxes of rooted dirt off of one of these, and I was like, yes. I still think hanging roots need to be able to craft rooted dirt. That just seems to make sense for sustainability of Minecraft worlds, and they keep trying to introduce things that are very easy to like make renewable. I feel like that could be a good way. Easy. Like four hanging roots makes one piece of dirt a rooted dirt. That is all I want. I don't want like a 1-to-1. 1-to-1 is not needed. That'd be OP. But four rooted dirt, like in like a little plus shape, and one piece of dirt gives you a rooted dirt. I think that is a very fair cost, because that's 4 bone meal to make 1 rooted dirt. And you already have to have a rooted dirt to begin with, so it just allows you to get more. And I think that's worth it. I think I'd be okay with that. I don't know why they don't make rooted dirt. Yeah, I don't know. Hanging roots are fun to work with though. I wish there was a way to like flip them and use them on top of blocks. Kind of like a dead bush, but smaller. Gosh, that would have been so good. Here, if you look at this already, that's not bad. We've got in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks and almost 6. Sorry if it's a little laggy for a second. I really need to upgrade to 1.20.1, but I haven't bothered. Now that 1.20.2 is being looked at, I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. And after you gather a few of these, you can kind of figure out where there is or is not going to be rooted dirt in the corners. I pretty much try and just dig like a 2x2 all the way down, and then you can easy fly back out the top. When's the next classic fWhip mountain range build? I think it's probably going to be... I want to finish the tree. Giga Tree is the next like gigantic thing we're gonna do around that place. And once the okay, we're almost at the bottom. Once the Giga Tree is finished and wrapped up and looking fantastic, then we're probably gonna work on the mountain ranges around the city. My end goal for the starter region, my end goal for my Minecraft starter base is to calling it a starter base is so funny to me. But the end goal there is to completely transform pretty much everything around the city. So all of those mountain peaks, I want to redo. Every single one of them, I want to... ooh, maybe we can get some small drip leaf. Or adventuring. Welcome to adventure time. We've got to make sure we clear this so we can fly back up. I definitely won't kill myself on that, right? But yeah, so I want to redo all the mountain ranges around it. I think that could look so cool. So that's definitely a goal. When that happens, I don't know. I'm not letting myself do it before the tree. And the tree, originally I was hoping to do by the end of this year. But I hadn't planned for this break to go out and just kind of start the desert place. So who knows? Because I don't want to just go back over there and be like, you know what I'm going to do now? A giant project that requires 30,000 azalea leaves and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a way to be sustainable and healthy in what I'm working on. We had a chunk border? It's weird. Is this a broken chunk? No. Actually, is it? It is right there, but it's not right there. Aha. So who knows? We'll see. There is definitely more mountains planned in this series, though, and that part I can confirm. An axe or no? That's a fish. Small drip leaf. Gold. Gold. Nailed it. Creative World, I thought you were gonna treat with a full the only difference is more hanging cherry petals and it looks really a full canopy. Nice. Yeah, I would love to build like a giant cherry tree. Like I saw Grian put his video out recently where he was talking about the cherry tree that he and Scar made and was really showing off like how far the leaves travel. I was like, that's really cool, but you also have to be so close for the leaves to like start traveling. Like you have to be right next to them for that particle to start loading in, which is a bit of a bummer. And I think it's a bit of a miss because then you can't build like a giant cherry tree that's just like. Okay, we got 668 rooted dirt off of this one, which is pretty good. I'll take that. I think that's a really healthy amount off of one tree coming all the way down here. Okay, let's just run around and grab a little small drip leaf that we can. These caves are usually safe. We don't have to be too scared in here. If we see any spore blossoms, we'll grab those too for sure. Should probably get my torches. Anything back here? No. Net Gaming, thanks so much for becoming a tier 1 member, my dude. Thank you. Hello. Oh, hi, fishy. Hello. I see particles. I think that's just the gravel. Nope, that's a green particle. Where are you? Spore blossom? Spore blossom. Where's the spore blossom? Anywhere? Ooh, what's down here? Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Nothing. What about putting barrels horizontal for an entrance? Yeah, you could do that. That works pretty well. You get kind of that little like iron bar effect off the side of it. Can be pretty cool. Diamonds? Free diamond? Free diamond. No. Oh, I thought I saw it. There's a spore blossom around here somewhere. We will get it. It's over in this corner. Ah! Yes. There's barely any small drip leaf, but I thought that was another spore blossom. That is lapis. No, I've been hoodwinked. I've been bamboozled. Glow lichen, it's fine. Just getting here, what have I missed? We tore out a lot of red sand today. Surprise, surprise. We put down a lot of sand today. Big surprise. And then we're in a lush cave right now. Trying to find small drip leaf, but there don't seem to be too many. Why small drip leaf is such a beautiful block, yet so terrible to obtain?
Pleased to meet you.
I don't know. Should probably have my bow. Nailed it. Okay, well, oh, there's another one. Hello, do you know where small drip leaf is? Hello? No? Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Oh, we'll eat the potato. They gave me a potato. We can munch on that. Axolotl. Look at the little waddling. Who wants to come up? You're cute. Nope. Okay, you don't want to. Okay, this one wants to come with me. You want to come? You can come too. Fine. Yes, you can come home. Ah, it's like, where's the zombie? Behind me, small drip leaf. Small drip leaf. Small drip leaf. Sorry. I get very excited. It is still, I think, my favorite block in the game. There's more. And it's not even a block. It's so beautiful, though. Why small drip leaf is so hard to get and there's no way to get more outside of farming wandering traders or just absolutely devouring these lush caves? I don't know, man. I don't know. Such a miss. Such a miss. The axolotl kidnapper. The axolotl rehomer. Thank you. Yoink. Yoink. Hi, buddy. Yeah, hi. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't come again. Okay. What's in this cave up here? Nothing really. Ooh, a geode. Wow. Cool. Destroy. Dodge and weave. Boop. Oh, he got me. Too good at this game, though. These skeletons got nothing. I never found Reggie again. No, I can't find him. I did find a giant underwater cave network, so he's probably living down there just devouring every glow squid he could find. So I think he's off to happy places. Okay, there's no small drip leaf. I think we leave. Yeah. I'm so good. Wow, did you see that? I'm so good at parkour. Woo! Amazing. Amazing. He's so talented. Any more down there? No. Not there. Where is the way out? Ah! Till I find the way out, I should probably wear the chest piece. Ah, there we go. Is it nighttime? Looks like it's nighttime. We land on this island. You probably find him with a bunch of glowing ink sacks. Yeah. He's just down there, just fat and happy. I didn't have the chest piece on. That's probably an issue.
Keep it real.
Ifani is short for Anakin and 2 South African Rand is short for R2D2. What's Luke short for? He a stormtrooper.
Eggs, thank you for the dono. I appreciate it. Too short for a stormtrooper. Any idea what the new 1.21 will be? Nothing that I know specifically, but I got some hopes. I showed a picture earlier about the oh, there's the biome. Oh, it looks so good fading in. Ooh. Ooh. But I think I hope that it's gonna be like updating other biomes. I think that's just like a free win for Mojang. If they went through an updated half, because it's still a good amount if they add all the features they wanted for each of the custom biomes that we had in the old biome votes. Like if they just updated all of those at once, that to me would make a really good update. I think that'd be a good size update that would, I think it'd make a lot of people pretty happy. So I don't know. I'm hoping that they do that. And I think Mojang really just needs a free win. I know there's still going to be people who are just so butthurt and bitter about it that they're not going to be happy no matter what Mojang does. That they like, there's so many people out there that love Minecraft, but the second Mojang's like, here's what we're doing on our update, and this is what we want to work on next, the people are like, you're ruining the game, you're killing it, this is destroying it. And it's like, one, chill, it's fine. And so I don't know. I think there's always going to be that really loud vocal minority that's talking about how terrible the game is and how much Microsoft has ruined it, which is not true at all. But I think a very free win for them to get a lot of positivity back is to go back and follow through on their promise that they made a long time ago of, hey, here's a biome vote. Let us know which one you want us to update first. And once you update once we will do this one first that wins the vote, and then we're going to come back and update these other ones. And I think that is a huge possibility that they have, and they should, if they go through and do that, because that brings us a lot of new biomes. That brings a desert update. That brings a savanna update. That brings, because so far we've had the taiga and the swamp and the mountains. We've had those. Well, I guess we didn't have the swamp update. We kind of did. We got the mangrove swamps, but the swamps themselves didn't really get updated outside of dead bushes spawn there now. But yeah, I think that would be cool. You could use like pink glass panes for makeshift cherry particles. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, or an end update. An end update is really cool. Overpromise and underdeliver is Mojang's goal. I see you have been you've been probably surfing the Minecraft subreddit a lot. I don't think that's true, especially because they've acknowledged in the past that for the wild update, they shared all of this like all these concept arts that they're like, hey, this is what we would love to do. This is what we were going to do. And then everybody freaked out. Oh my gosh, Birch Forest is getting updated. And then they didn't do it because they ran out of time and did all these other things that they added and took longer to implement than they thought. And the community freaked the heck out because they're like, where's my Birch Forest update? When Mojang never, ever said that they were going to do that. So all these people that are like, Mojang's over promising, blah, blah, blah. They literally said, hey, we're sorry we did that. We're going to be more careful about that in the future. And then now people are like, oh my gosh, they're over promising, under delivering. And then the next update they did for 1.20, they were like, yeah, we're not going to share anything until it's a fully finished, fleshed out feature. And then people are still like, Mojang, where's all the updates? Why aren't you telling us anything? What's going on? Why don't we know anything? And it's like, no, that's one of the stupidest takes to have. I'll be honest. I hate when people say that. It's so dumb. You've been reading the internet too much, and you should go outside. That's I don't know. There are a lot of things that they did in the past try and say, hey, our goal is to do this. And then they've owned up to the not delivering part. And then now they've moved into a phase where they're not doing that. Like, and now people are mad that they're not communicating enough. It's like, what do you want? Do you want them to communicate their ideas, or do you want them to communicate what they're actually doing? And right now, there's so many people that are just so upset at them when those are the same people complaining that they were oversharing and under delivering and blah blah blah, and now they're mad that they're not sharing enough. So I don't know. I don't know. People are stupid. Okay, moving on from that though, we've got some river stuff to work on. I like how open this is, but I think we can etch this out like a block or two closer. You should see the Tarkov community. After seeing the Diablo 4 community, I don't want to. Gaming communities are ruining video games. I will 100% stand by that. Die-hard gaming fans who are like the super die-hard, just obsessed with games, they are ruining video games. Sure, there's a lot of people out there that are like, there's a lot of really crappy AAA studios, and there's a lot of people that are making bad decisions in terms of profits and shareholders and things like that. But then you get the game communities that actually listen, and the devs are like, okay, we see that you want those things. We'll try and make that a reality. We'll try and make that happen. And then you get a bunch of people who are just on the Reddit and whatever, just talking about how terrible and here's how to fix the game. And then the devs implement exactly what the players said they wanted. I feel like it's a lot of like, really, you wanted this? All right, fine. This is what you keep complaining about. Get it. Dig your own grave. You can dig your own grave and make this game worse. And then they start complaining about how terrible it was and everything. I don't know. Just if you go and like watch the Diablo community right now, the devs went through and did a patch that they were like, okay, we hear the community. This is what you want. We're going to add those things into the game because you won't stop asking for them. It's pretty much what they said. And then they released that patch and so many people are now complaining. The amount of people now complaining that the game is so much worse. And I just hope the devs out there are just, some of the devs are like, we told you this is not what we should have done, but you all wouldn't shut up. So we did it. And now you're mad. Deal with it. Like, this is the game you apparently wanted, or you can let us do our job. And I find it so funny how mad the people are now that the devs did what they wanted them to do. So I don't know. I think the developers, they love the games that they work on. Otherwise, why would they put up with the internet? That has to be such a true statement. Like, if I was a game developer and I wasn't working on a game that I absolutely loved, I probably would have quit by now because the internet is so rude to them. The internet is terrible to game developers. Unless you're like making a tiny little cozy game that like is not going after a big audience, that you're just making for yourself pretty much. And then you're like, yeah, I guess I can see if other people want to play it. So yeah, let's put it online. Like, it's, I don't know. The gaming community nowadays, they're actively killing gaming. And it's really sad to see. You name an example of that happening? Yeah, so Diablo 4, let's go back there. The community was like, wow, the enchanting system in this game, it's so impossible to get stats because there's all these buckets that you get, have priorities of what enchantment will come from which bucket. Diablo 4 developers, you need to remove this because it makes it so much harder because we're trying to fish for this bucket and that bucket's not possible to get because blah, 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 blah. And so it makes it harder to find these things. And the devs said, sure, let's do that. Now it's 100% randomized. And there are so many statistics that you can get, like stats you can get for your gear in that game, that now your chance of getting a piece, where before you could at least be like, okay, this piece is in that bucket, so I know that I can get the one that I want eventually. Like, I can get there. Like, I have the ability to get there. And I know eventually I can do it. And now it's so up in the air on whether it's going to work or not because it's full 100% randomized that the community wanted them. The community wanted it to be full random. And the devs were like, okay, sure, we'll make it full random for you. And now the community is like, whoa, 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 this is a terrible change. Why'd you make this change? Because they asked for it. The community literally was like, you need to do this, otherwise your game's gonna die because we're all gonna quit playing. So of course the devs are like, okay, yeah, we get it. We're in a phase of we're listening to you. We're gonna listen to what the community says and we're gonna make those updates. It made the game so much worse. It is really difficult now. Getting a perfect piece of gear in that game is so difficult. Yeah, same thing happened with Destiny 2. You go look at any like long running thing, it's happened with a lot of those. One of the only ones that's really held true to not doing that, I would say, is World of Warcraft. And they've had a lot of ups and downs, but they've come back and done a lot of good things. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many people that are just, their love for games and wanting to have these games and things like that is just expressed in such a bad way that they're actively ruining the games that they want to be good. So, you know, screaming into the void isn't always about here's the solution to these things. Might not actually be the solution. I don't update to new versions. You don't update to new versions because you hate it. I don't update because I've been too depressed to play anything in months. We're not the same. Oh, yeah, well, Just make sure you're working on yourself, okay? But yeah, I don't know. I hope that there's like a gaming renaissance soon, which I don't think will happen because just the not Minecraft, but just like gaming culture in general is so toxic, and it's only getting more toxic when you have things like Kick and all those like popping up and being allowed to platform what they're platforming, and it's so bad. If y'all haven't heard about like seeing the drama on there, like Sapnap signed with them recently, and most of his community is very young, but Tubbo is going out on he's out there campaigning against how terrible it is, and that dude has a lot of really smart things to be saying. I'm very proud of. I don't know Tubbo too well, but what he's been out there and like really just like putting himself out on the line, being like, no, this is inappropriate, and here's why, and like backing it up with like hard facts. Like he's not making anything up. He is like, here are screenshots, here's the receipts. And so if you haven't seen Tubbo's stuff where he's been kind of talking about what's going on with Kick, it's worth a read, and I hope it's something that forces change and for the better, because Kick is such a place of just toxicity of being allowed to just funnel and become even more toxic. So one of the co-founders of Kick like responded to him when he was and told him how like everything he was saying was wrong, and then Tubbo's like, here's the receipts, and here is actually right now as I'm typing this, here's a picture of one of your Kick streamers who's also one of your actual like co-founders and like part owner of the company. Here's screenshots from their chat right now while they're live as we're talking. Please tell me. please respond. And then the co-founder he went silent. He disappeared. It's like, get him, Tubbo, get him. But I don't know. It's one I would love for a time where people just aren't toxic purely for the sake of being toxic. Like there's so many people I feel like are out there just like disgruntled about something completely unrelated, and they're just like, you know where I'm gonna go take it out? On the internet, on some random person. That's not fair. That's not fair to anybody. So that's why we have happy vibes in this community, and we try and keep it that way. Okay, let's actually pick up a little sand. When's the next episode? It'll probably be next Thursday. I decided to take a little bit of a break though, so we'll see when that happens. I usually start recording by now, and all I've done for the video is build that bridge and then what we have on stream today, so it's gonna be a while. It'll probably be next Thursday, if not next Saturday. Talk about old Minecraft. What about it? Glad we're not playing on it anymore. Minecraft has gotten so much better over the updates, and if you go back and play like 1.0 or anything like that right now, it is so bad. The nostalgia can't even carry it anymore. I'll be honest. The nostalgia of OG Minecraft cannot carry that. It is such a bad game. I will say, I think one of the best things that ever happened to Minecraft, for lack of whatever you want to bring drama into it, was Notch giving it away, or basically saying, yeah, I'll allow Microsoft to buy me out, and he went hands off. I'll give him credit that he started a great game, but the way he was programming it as the gameplay and everything like that, it was not that it was like a fun game, but it wasn't the Minecraft that we know now, and it was never going to be. I know a lot of the recent updates have been small on new features and whatnot, but if you look at like the performance increases and things that we're getting out of them to make the game run faster, make movement be smoother, and all that stuff, that alone is so good for the game. Old textures or new textures? Old textures are terrible. They're so bad. Cobblestone was incredibly ugly. Oh, Japa coming in and like being there to overhaul all of it and update it into what it is now was very needed. Minecraft is like, if you purely just look at how I've run my channel. When the old textures were here, I made a texture pack for myself to make it better, to make it something that I could play. And now that the new textures are here, I don't use that texture pack anymore. I don't need it. I like how Minecraft looks. I think Minecraft is really beautiful. The old netherrack was terrible. Oh my gosh. That was so bad. Minecraft isn't popular because it's good. It's popular because it's a good idea and has no viable competition. I mean, it's basically virtual Legos. It's the only sandbox game out there that the main aspect of the game is not surviving. And also being purely voxel based. Like everything is a cube instead of like, you exist in this 3D world. And inside this 3D world, you can build your square base inside this perfectly, like, smoothed out world gen. Like, that alone for Minecraft made it so much more popular. Because, like, look at Ark. Ark had a really big day for a while when it came out. It was very popular, and people loved it. But there's no, like, longevity to it because there's only so much you could do in building. And it was more about collecting the dinosaurs because the building was very generic and it got very samey. It got very samey very quick, and there was only you couldn't do too much. After a while, you're like, this is pretty much all the options I have to decorate with, and it looks really out of place in the terrain that I'm in, and that's it. That's a wrap. Then you bring in Minecraft, where I can create this. I can create all this just out of my own brain, and it fits very well into the world. It doesn't look like I created. Obviously I did, but it looks like it belongs in the world instead of something I added on top of it. And that's a huge difference. The playlist should be on shuffle, but we're probably looping at this point. It's like a 2-hour playlist. We've been live for 2.5. Ark is still huge. You look at Ark peaked for sure back in the day. Like, it's still around. I'll give Ark Survival is still here. It's very much a thing, and a lot of people still enjoy it, and that's fantastic. I'm not trying to take away from that. But if you look at the surge it had on YouTube and how many Minecraft content creators ditched Minecraft to go play it versus how many are still playing Ark or have come back to Minecraft, like it's a huge difference. And a lot that went to play Ark came back to Minecraft, and their audience didn't follow them back because it was all Ark Survived, and they're really chasing that trend, and it just didn't work out for them. One example there, I love the dude, but it's very apparent to see is like Slipgator. He went full in on Ark Survival when it launched. He got insane growth out of it. He probably made so much money doing that, to the point where now he's more or less retired and just living on a sailboat, living his dream, which is great. Very happy for him on that. But when Ark started to die down, he was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go back to Minecraft. And his audience did not stick around for Minecraft. Like, he had a core audience for sure, but compared to what he had when Ark was big, it was very small. You check out Axiom. I watched Germsy Boy's stream from earlier this week. I watched the replay just to kind of see what was going on. Let me close my window real quick. Somebody's out there blowing a leaf blower. You do anything except for Minecraft? Yeah. I've been playing Diablo 4 recently. Here's accessibility controls for anybody who's curious. I think I'm gonna pick up Baldur's Gate 3, and I think I've been trying to just like get off the computer, to be honest, do more other things. If you need to look at this, you can pause. But okay. I feel like I just spend a lot of time on my computer, and I'm trying to not. I'm trying to keep it more of like if I'm working, I'm here and doing things, but outside of that, like maybe I could go outside. Got to do that before the winter gets here, and I can't go outside too much anymore. Then it gets a little too cold. Given the real problems with Ark and the publisher memory base, it does so well, but still, yeah, I mean, there's always going to be a group of people that love dinosaurs and love the fact that you can just jump in Ark and go tame a T-Rex. Like, there will always be people that will be excited to do that. So like Ark is going to stick around for a long time. And I think like as long as they keep updating it as much as they are, like it'll have an audience, it'll be there, but I don't think it's ever going to get back to the point that it was. Like Ark was massive. Like there are YouTubers that went from no views on their channel to billions of views. It's looking pretty good. I like this being a little bit more lush because we have river basically all the way around it. Again, there are some YouTubers that hard swapped Ark, did that, probably made millions of dollars because they were just getting like 10, 15 million views a video because everybody was obsessed with it for a while. Let me go drop a little. I'm just going to drop 2 stacks of sand because we're going to be picking it up. I want to make sure it doesn't despawn. Rowan, thank you so very much for the dono. I really appreciate that. Haven't got a stream in a long time. Start working at McDonald's. And this is I guess it's going to read itself.
Haven't caught a stream in a long time. Started working at McDonald's and this is the first Friday I have had off and I just completely forgot. So glad to catch you.
Welcome on in, my friend. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your Friday off. That sounds wonderful. Are you so good at building? I've been doing it for a long time. Lots and lots of practice. Big part of it. Yeah. In summary of what we were talking about and all that stuff, all I ask, and this is the constant thing that I will campaign for, is just be nice on the internet. And also assume good intentions. That's all I got. That's all I got. If everybody can just like be on the internet and assume that people aren't out there to just destroy them, and it might be a nicer place. That's all I got. There was this subreddit out there that I was reading a while ago. I stopped. I was like, this is so bad. But it's like one about like petty revenge ideas and things like that. There's some funny things in there, but then you read the comments of being like, my neighbor has been like picked fruit off my tree. What should I do to them? And people are like, burn their house down. It's like, what? That escalated quickly. Are we sure we want to go with that route? Are we sure we want to go with that route? It's like, guys, come on now. Let's think about this. Maybe they just, I don't know. You could have a conversation. Have you tried a conversation? See why they're doing it. Ask them to stop before we burn their house down. That's all I got. It's hard to tell where the moss and the grass is when we're this close, or when it's in the river biome. That's the little grass. This is a little bit more marsh. It's So no burning. Yeah, no burning houses down. Actually, that's arson. Start college soon, and I was wondering if you had any ideas for just general burnout. Honestly, the biggest thing at college, at least what I remember from when I was getting in there, like starting out and everything, is that there are so many things happening all of the time. And I mean all of the time. Your friends are always, you will always have a friend that is not in class. You will always have a friend that is skipping class. You'll always have a friend that's doing something, going to the gym, going to a party, whatever it might be. And the biggest thing for me I had to realize in college was that I was getting burnt out because I just kept saying, yeah, I want to go. Yeah, I want to be there. I want to do that too. Ooh, yeah, no, that sounds fun. Let's do that. And being able to just say, no, I need some personal time. I need a little bit of downtime just to like recharge. It's a very hard thing to do. And all your friends are like, hey, let's go do this. Hey, let's go blah, 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 blah. Or you're like, I'm trying to meet people, so I want to be at all the events and things. And that's honestly the best advice I can give is just make sure you remember to take care of yourself instead of just being there to try and, I mean, there's like your social battery. You gotta entertain the social life and all that. Like that's a big part of it because you're never gonna have that college experience again. And it's really something cool, and you got a lot of amazing friends out of it. But you also got to remember to take care of your own
Pleased
self
to meet you.
and do all that instead of just being like, I want to make all the friends ever. That's all I gotta say. Who we got in here? Mystique Rain, thanks so much for the 6 months. The tree grows indeed. Ormac, thanks so much for the 4 months. Been a member, 4 months. Been a member of my fave hardcore player. I hope the tree's still growing. Hey, thank you so very much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Imagine having friends. I don't know. I got like 4. I got like 4 friends that aren't family. No, I will say most of my friend group now is the people that I now know on YouTube. Outside of that, I think I got like, both Sid and I are very much like, we'd rather have a smaller friend group of people that we know super well and like all of the connections are really close than having a larger friend group where you're not as close with everybody. Like both have their benefits and both have their perks to it and all that. We both just kind of prefer to have a few friends that we're really, really good friends with instead of just having like just being like the people that know everybody. For us, at least, that's healthier. You never know. You never know. It's different for each person. We're gonna have to bring all this sand up. We're gonna need a lot more sand. I guess I could have left this as a pond and did the border. Yeah, what if we just, instead of all this, I know I just placed it down. Yeah, much easier to maintain smaller friend groups. Let's do that, kind of like we did on the far side. And come back in with a... grass border around here. We're gonna need some more grass though. But now we're full on in desert. We turn this into like a little rock along here or something. I don't know. We'll get around to it. And then take it back there and do another little loop. But I need some more grass. Been following your hardcore since the start, and it's been giving me a lot of inspiration from our hardcore world. Just now I've lived for 500 days. Ooh, congrats, dude. Ooh. Also need more moss. Moss. Will you build more around the farmhouses you made along the road to the desert? We'll add a few more things around there. but also kind of the main purpose of those was just to be like set dressing along the path. I would love to transform those villages though, don't get me wrong. I don't think I'm ever going to pass up the opportunity for a good village transformation. Woo! I'm always down. Best believe we're going to be transforming some more villages in this world. This next hardcore video, I guess, is going to kind of have a village transformation in it. Not like a full one, but it's going to have a little bit of village transformy vibes. Okay, we're going to do this. That'll work. That is grass. Let's get moss. Perfect. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just come back in with some dirt later and fill that in underneath. You prefer using grass or moss in terraforming? I prefer grass, typically, but I want this to look really lush, and I don't really get that out of the biome coloring, especially when we were over there in the mesa. That was... moss was very needed. I like grass because it's easier to bone meal. I really don't like dealing with moss covering everything. I wish there was a way to like turn that off. Like turn off moss spread. But I guess, you know, you need that to make farms. Okay, we're gonna finish off this little section. Take this all the way back over here. Stuff. Too much stuff. My sand. Can't leave my sand behind. No. That's why too much stuff. All I have are half stacks. Okay. That's a little grass in there, so we need some rooted dirt. Kind of think we can do like a little like this. Trying to be very careful about the dirt not connecting to our grass. That's moss. That is all grass, grass, grass. Too much grass. Oh, that is 5 blocks in a diagonal line. We're not doing that. Okay, that'll work. Now with this, we still have to come back in and place tall grass manually on top of all of it. Otherwise, it looks a little awkward. So, you know, it is what it is. Nighttime. Spookies. I'm ready for battle. I don't want to be in a battle though. This is why we got all the rooted dirt. Now you son of it. Ah. Eh. From here, we're gonna go mostly dirt. Extend our sand out a little. This must be so time consuming. There's a reason why that last video took 80 hours. But thankfully here, we'll just, like this section up there, I'm not even going to bother with it. Like I'm not going to touch that at all. Imagine you build a custom village in the sky. That would be cool. I know this is like a weird take, but I hate floating structures in Minecraft. The fact that underneath it just turns into a giant mob spawner upsets me so much more than it should, but it makes me not want to build anything floating in this game. So I just don't. That's all I got. Oops. Outside of my mountain range. What about big air balloons? Yeah, I mean, I'll do like an air balloon. I'll do like a small little like floating airship or something. But anything that is, I was actually randomly thinking about it this morning when I was walking the dogs. I don't ask me why I think about Minecraft when I'm walking my dogs. It's fine. It's not a problem. Yeah, that'll be really good over there. But like anything that's more than 15 blocks wide, so basically the middle is mob spawnable. Joel did a good job with it on Stratos, so he had so much open air around it that it allowed the light level to be pretty good underneath. He didn't have too many mob spawning positions, so like that helps a lot. We're definitely gonna need to bring that down, but I gotta focus on the road and everything across first. All right, my friends, I think that's it for me today. I gotta get out of here and go grab some lunch. Thank you everybody so very much for being here. I very much do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are absolutely amazing. I really appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend and have a good Friday and all that stuff, and be good to each other, all that cool stuff. Remember, kind of, I don't know, think about what we're talking about today. Not that it's homework or anything like that, but just go be good people on the internet. Don't be out there and being negative towards other people. They're real people too behind the computer. If they're being rude, kill them with kindness, all that cool stuff. But that, my friends, I'm out of here for now. So thank you all so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see more stuff. If you didn't see it, the hardcore video came out yesterday. I absolutely love it. I think it's a really good video. So if you haven't checked it out, be sure to do that. And also thank you all for the support on it. It seems like a lot of people are loving it, so that's really cool. But with that, I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye.